Good morning, everyone. This is James, the local Viking, and in today's video, we're going to cover making a safety kit for your Google My Business listing. So what exactly is a safety kit? I guess it could have a few different words, quick response kit, safety kit. Basically, it's going to be a kit for each and every one of your listings that in case it gets suspended, you'll have the tools necessary to restore the listing with the best shot possible. As you may or may not know, Google can, at any point in time, suspend your listing for either violations that have been committed on the listing or potentially for no real reason at all, at least no real reason that we can see on our end. It could be maybe suggest edits were made against the listing, maybe the algorithm shifted to be too sensitive and it suspended legitimate listings instead. Whatever the reason is, it is much more comfortable and relaxing for a business to know when they sign on board that, hey, I should have these tools ready for you. Let me get these ready for you now, instead of 3-6 months down the road when the listing could get suspended out of nowhere and now the business owner is in shock and not really sure how to react. So what do you want to gather? You're going to want to gather images as well as a video walkthrough proving that business location exists. What does that entail? Let's go through the image proof that you're going to need first, because the video is going to just be a duplicate of this in video format. So we have 4 listings here of law firms. Let's focus on the law office of Ricky T. Wiener PC for a second. And if we look here, they do not seem to exist as far as signage outside the building goes. Now, Google would love for you to have signs outside the building. If you don't, this could be a check that you fail on their side, and it could lead to a suspension. But just because you don't have a sign outside your building doesn't mean you can't be restored. Assuming you're able to prove to Google your business exists, then they will restore your listing within 48 hours. So what do you do to do that? All right, let's say the law office, let's just go back to the listing real quick. Let's see, where was he at? Okay. Let's just look for his address. So he is at 11 Pleasant Street, Suite 120. So the first thing your client's going to have to do, you can do this too if you're within the area of your client. Odds are you're not going to be though. So more likely than not, your client's going to have to do this. They're going to have to walk outside and take a picture of the building and attempt to capture a building number. I don't see a building number on this building. Oh, there it is. So the 11 right here. Okay, so they would want to make sure they capture a screenshot like this, a picture like this. Then they're going to, because this is a multi-level building, there's multiple floors, they're going to want to go to any potential directory inside the building, take a picture of that. That directory is going to need to reflect the suite number of where that law office exists. After that, you're going to have to go upstairs to the door that represents that business with their suite number on it and their business name. because you can get away with not having a sign outside the building. It's going to be much harder to get away with not having a sign within the building, because Google's whole methodology for signs is, how are your client going to know where to go if you don't have a sign, right? If you were a client for this law office, how would you know where to go, what door to look for, if there's no signs pointing you? There's no indication of that entity being there. So at the door leading to that office, there needs to be a sign with the name as well as their suite. Take a picture of that. And then one last picture you'll need is, when you open the door, a picture proving, hey, this is some kind of receptionist area. This is where clients can sit and wait to be served. Just to go over that once again, one image is going to be outside the building and capturing the number on the building. 2 is going to be a directory inside the building, capturing the business name and the suite number. 3 is going to be the door leading into that particular entity, capturing the name as well as the suite number. And then 4 is the receptionist area within that entity. Next, you're going to have to do the exact same thing again in video format. So taking those exact 4 same steps, you're going to have to go back outside with a video recorder, record the door capturing the number, record the directory inside, record the door leading to your entity, and recording the receptionist area. This is exactly what Google is going to ask you for if you get suspended. But by having this preemptively, by putting your client through this at the start, when they first sign on board with you, it's going to put your client much more at ease if it's ever to happen. Because think of it this way: how long is it going to take for your busy client to get this information to you? Maybe a day or two. Let's say a busy lawyer. They don't have time to make these kind of videos and pictures, but if they understand the importance of it, then they will. But you're not going to be able to do it right away. Now they get it for you in a very relaxed manner. It's nothing too crazy. It's a little annoying, but it's nothing too crazy. They get it to you. The other side of this scenario is, if this is not done and the listing gets suspended, now they're in a frenzy. Now, not only are they worried that my listing is suspended, but now they have to do this crazy capturing of videos and images, and they're just not in a good state of mind to be doing this. Plus, they're under a lot of pressure. A day without a attorney's listing on Google could cost them potentially thousands of dollars of business. So, just to conclude this video's goal is to teach everyone how to make a small, reactive kit, if you will, a way to quickly respond to suspensions that can happen, and have everything prepared beforehand. That way, instead of having to wait a day or two just to get the proof for Google, and then having to wait at least another 48 hours for Google maybe to restore it, you're cutting out all of that wasted time. And the second Google says, hey, you're suspended, you're able to turn around, give them the proof, and potentially within 24 to 48 hours, it could all be restored. All right, this concludes our video. I hope it's been very informative, and stay tuned for the next video. Take care, bye.